What's going on, guys? So we're gonna get a new muffler setup put onto the 95 Civic. Jackspania recently started releasing some mufflers and some full exhaust systems. We're gonna try out this 3-inch muffler that he offers today. I'm going with a full 3-inch on the EG because my plan is to eventually have a case swap. So I'm building the muffler ahead of that, and we're gonna use this full 3-inch setup. I ended up purchasing all these parts separately. Bought this piping. This was like $30. 3 inches. I'm gonna build a test pipe. We're gonna use a V-band at the front to match up to the header that I already have on here. Got a flange, that way we can make one here in the middle. I forgot to buy a second flange because when I take it to the muffler shop right now, I'm gonna ask him to incorporate one back here. It'd make it a lot easier to take off the axle back. He'll probably have some in stock that I could just buy off of him. And then we got this 3-inch muffler, the muffler piping off of eBay. If you guys are ever on there, you'll see he offers a wide variety of them. Looks like it's really, really well put together. It's supposed to fit the 9295 Civics really well, and all mandrel bent. I ended up going for the stainless option. That way it hopefully lasts longer. But this was $300 for that piping. The muffler was like $130. We got like 30, like 20, and like 18. So looking at about a $500 total for everything here. But it should be a nice solid setup once we have it put on the car. We're gonna take it over to the muffler shop right now, get it put on, and we'll get some sound clips after, and also get you some footage of everything underneath the car. My old setup was that 2.25 inch. I had bought an eBay catback, and I just had this Buddy Club muffler welded onto it, and I love the way it sounds. So it was a clean sounding exhaust, and I think it just sounds a little louder with the Jackspania one, but I think the header actually determines how it sounds. And had you not seen before, I have the drag big tube header that Jackspania offers on this B16, which I haven't had any issues yet. No cracking, nothing falling apart. It's held up to about, I think it was I did 7 track events last year. 0 issues so far, but exhaust looking really good.
Okay, where do you want me to record it from?
Just stay right back behind me a
Okay,
little bit.
got it.
I'll wait for the truck to go, and then I'll do the launch.
Okay. Yeah.
here's a look at the exhaust finished up. We did the V-band connection to, of course, the regular flange and that little piece I'd used there. Came out really nice. He welds it up pretty well. Doesn't hang that low either, which is really sharp. I like that. And just that 3-inch piping, when you're looking at from the side of the car, you can see everything is tucked up nice and neat. I really like the piping. The piping came out really well. It bends right into position. We put an extra flange that I got from the Muffler shop on there. And when putting on the muffler, I asked him if we could put a hanger here, and he added this little bracket with a bushing in there. And what I did, I fed a bolt through this hole and then dropped it down, and we just bolted it up so that way nothing's drilled into the frame rail, so it could easily be removed. Plus, the muffler's still in perfect shape, doesn't have any sort of hanger on it, and doesn't have any issues with clearance as well with the sway bar. The upgraded Progress sway bar on there, it still clears everything. That's why I was glad I had all that on. He was able to position it so nothing vibrates or rattles against it. There we go, guys. You know, honestly, for the way it sounds, I dig it. It sounds raspy. Some of you all might find it annoying. That's always the case. People always want some sort of, they expect some sort of typical Honda sound on every single car that they see or critique online, but you know, to each your own. I think it sounds cool, especially the fact that it's not resonated. I bet if I added a resonator in there, it'd sound cleaner. It's obviously an underpowered motor. A B16 with 3-inch piping is probably pushing it a little bit. But I think it sounds dope. When I was on track, when I did those flybys, I think it sounds really, really cool. Sounds pretty mean for what it was. I think the header dictates a lot of the way it sounds, because when I had the Buddy Club on here, it kind of sounded a little similar, but just a little more quiet. But I like it. I think it fits really well. The style of it, the look. When I have hopefully an upgraded power plant eventually, we'll see how it sounds then. I'll revisit this. Maybe I might need to add a resonator at that point, just in case it's too loud. But I dig it. I really like the muffler. Curious to see how his turn down is, and he's gonna be making some 3-inch catbacks for, I believe, the coupe slash sedan, maybe. I think he already makes the hatchback, but not long enough for the coupe or sedan, so we'll see. Hope you guys dig the video. Hope you guys like the product. Leave any questions, concerns, comments below, and we will see you guys next time. Take it easy.